Someone is facing charges 6 months after a 3-year-old's death. We'll tell you who's been indicted in the case.
It's a crash caught on tape. See what happens when a truck slams into a Central Kentucky convenience store.
And a man learns his punishment for the death of his 28-day-old son. Find out how long he'll spend in prison.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 5.
Good afternoon. A step-grandmother is facing charges 6 months after her young granddaughter's death.
A Boyle County grand jury indicted the woman for murder in the June death of 3-year-old Alexa Rayleigh. The young girl was rushed to the hospital after being found unresponsive. She died a day later. WKYT's Victor Puente has more in our top story at 5.
The indictment against Shiloh Rayleigh was filed yesterday. This afternoon, she was arrested and charged with killing her 3-year-old step-granddaughter. 40-year-old Shiloh Rayleigh is charged with 1 count of murder. Alexa Rayleigh died June 23rd after she was brought to Ephraim McDowell Hospital in Danville and was unresponsive. She was flown from there to UK Hospital where she died. At that time, Kentucky State Police said it appeared the child had been assaulted. Relatives told us she'd been staying with her father in Junction City. Her mother lives in Lexington. The two had a joint custody arrangement. Shyla is Alexa's father's stepmother. Her indictment only says she committed the offense of murder by causing the death of a minor child. It doesn't give any details about how that happened. I spoke to Shyla's husband after she was arrested. He said their family had no comment on the charges. In Boyle County, Victor Puente, WKYT.
Rayleigh's mother released a message late this afternoon thanking people who have stood by the family for their love and support since Alexa's death.
A truck crashes into a gas station and it is all caught on tape. That crash happened last night at Russell's Valero store on US 27 in Stanford. Police say a woman hit the gas instead of the brake. WKYT's Phil Pendleton has the surveillance video showing exactly what happened.
The owners of the Valero station, Russell's Valero here in Stanford, have been busy cleaning up the damage, waiting on insurance adjusters. They tell me they're really not sure when the store is going to reopen. One of the owners said she had just left the front entryway when the SUV came crashing in. The impact took out the doorway and part of the front wall. The entire truck was inside the store. Now, no one was hurt, but the damage will take some time to clean up, and the owners say they're not sure how long the store will be closed. The store has been a fixture in the Stanford community for many years. The owners say closing is tough on them and their customers.
And this is a busy time for us. It's crucial to us that we finish the year strong. We have a very good business. We have a very loyal customer base, and we appreciate every one of them, and it really pains me for them to come to the store and not be able to get the services that they're used to.
Police tell us that the woman who crashed the truck into the store was a woman in her 60s, and again, she was not hurt. In Lincoln County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
The owners say they hope to make some temporary repairs and get the store open as soon as possible. They're not sure how long that's going to take.
We are tracking the search for a robber. The holdup happened at the Progress Market on North Limestone this afternoon. Police say a man with a gun came in the store and demanded money. We're told he took off after getting some cash. Police called in the K-9 units and a helicopter to search the scene and try and find the robber. A man who admitted to causing his young son's death learned his punishment this afternoon. Kaz Hazuga pled guilty last month. Police say that he killed the infant last November by slamming the baby's head against a counter. WKYT's Jerica Insko is at the live desk with more on the punishment today. Jerica?
Sam, he was initially charged with murder, but as a part of his plea deal, Kaz Hazuga admitted to second-degree manslaughter last month. But today he appeared in front of a judge for the last time as he was sentenced. It was more than a year ago in November of 2013 when Lexington police say Hazuga told them he slammed the baby's head against a counter, killing his 28-day-old son. The judge said in court today because of the nature of this crime, it being violent and causing an infant trauma, he was sticking with the manslaughter charge. So in the end, Hazuga was sentenced to 6 years in prison for second-degree manslaughter. But before being sentenced, he read an apology letter to the court.
I just would like to let the court know that I'm sorry for the outcome of my actions. I'll live with the regret of them and the loss they caused me and my family. Not only for the time that the court sentenced me, but for the rest of my life.
While leaving the courtroom, the judge did allow Kaz Hazuga to hug his family for one last time before going to jail. At the live desk, Jerica Insko, WKYT.
And the judge said he would not grant Hazuga probation because of the details surrounding the baby's death.
It has been another cold and cloudy day across the area, but tomorrow we might get a few peaks of sun. WKYT Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey's here with our end of the week forecast. What? The sun?
You know, a peak of sunshine right now basically qualifies as breaking news because those have been few and far between for the month of December. And again, that's a small chance for a little sun tomorrow, but a chance nonetheless. Cloudy and a gloomy view right now as we peer into downtown Lexington. Traffic a little on the heavy side, obviously, for that evening commute. And the closer we get to Christmas, the Christmas traffic really beginning to pick up. 31 degrees. It's been a very cloudy and a very cold day. Thankfully, the winds aren't gusting up very much at all today, so your wind chills basically exactly what your temperature is showing. And those thermometers have been hugging the low 30s into most areas for the better part of the afternoon. And we've also been seeing the occasional snow flurry or two. A little batch of some out-and-out light snow into Lewis and Greenup counties into northeastern Kentucky, around Flemingsburg, into Cynthiana, Sadieville, southern parts of Owen County, and toward the capital city of Frankfort. One or two flurries beginning to fly by. Temperatures here south of Danville are just above freezing, so a little sprinkle or snowflake action a possibility now heading toward the Stanford area and back to our west. There's another little round of some light snow gathering steam into southern Indiana. The cloudy view continues for not only Kentucky, most of the region. Out and about this evening, those thermometers dropping into the upper 20s as we roll toward 11 o'clock. When I come back in a minute, guys, it's all eyes on your Christmas week forecast. We'll take a look at the potential for some snow just in time for Christmas just ahead.
See you then, Chris. Thank you. The number of flu cases in Lexington is growing. The Lexington and Fayette County Health Department says there are now 12 confirmed cases. Health officials are encouraging anyone who has not had a flu shot to get one. You can do so at the health department's public health clinic. That's at 650 Newtown Pike.
Police made an arrest 24 hours after a bank robbery. Our county-by-county coverage begins in Laurel County, where Robert Wigington is charged with robbery. Police say that he is the man who robbed the Community Trust Bank yesterday morning. FBI agents arrested him in Atlanta this morning. He's in jail there, waiting to be sent back to Kentucky. In Bracken County, police are investigating a fire that destroyed a playground. The playground belongs to Augusta Independent School. The Ledger Independent reports that police plan to look at security cameras for clues on how the fire started. It's estimated the fire caused about $20,000 in damage. It's been nearly a week since the Cats have hit the court for a game.
But they are back in action this Saturday. UK coach Don Calipari took time today to talk about his team's progress so far. WKYT's Rob Bromley's here now with our Big Blue coverage. Hi, Rob.
Hello, and the Cats have been taking finals, but they get back into action Saturday in Chicago. Kentucky takes on UCLA in what is called the CBS Sports Classic. The Cats take the #1 ranking and a perfect 11-0 record into the Windy City. They're coming off Saturday's 84-70 win over North Carolina. Cal says there's still plenty to improve on.
Toughness, rebounding, breakdowns defensively, not sprinting back. Things that will cost you basketball games, which is what we focused on here now this week and for the next 3.
Rebounding has been a big thing to coach the last couple of weeks, so that's definitely taken a toll over practice. Continue just to work hard and, playing for each other is what he always tells us to do.
2 storied programs, Kentucky and UCLA, and we'll have all the action right here on WKYT beginning at 3:30. Coach Cal's comments immediately following on Wildcat Wrap-Up. Coming up in the next half hour, Tyler Eulis talks about making a return to the Windy City. He played high school basketball there. Sam Amber, I'll have that just before 6.
All right, Rob, thank you so much. And after UCLA, it is Louisville the following weekend in the Yum Center. Lawmakers are divided over the president's decision to restore diplomatic relations with Cuba. Their reaction coming up.
Your Christmas decorations may look attractive, but they can also create a dangerous situation for your family. The holiday hazards you need to watch out for in Better Living.
And a man is dead following a shooting this morning in Lexington. We are tracking the investigation into the city's latest murder. That's on WKYT News at 5:30.